What's up, bro?
I've never felt an earthquake.
You've never felt an earthquake?
Over here.
Oh, here? No, me either.
Alright, listen, guys, you may have seen it, you may not, but we did a video where me and Isaiah were, doing our thug desert, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
What we usually do, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all feed off of each other.
And we were reacting to Andrew Tate's videos. Now, Zasha had heard of him, but she didn't really know what the whole big deal was about until we started watching some stuff.
No.
Now, when we're agreeing
That's
we are reacting to Andrew Tate. But the thing is me and Isaiah are agreeing to things in the prank video. Now, what you guys didn't see is after the cameras stopped rolling, we had a conversation for like an hour about a lot of the things that he was talking about. So it was like, why not make that a video? Reacting to Andrew Tate.
Bro, Andrew Tate's lit, bro. He's the top G, bro. He's the top G, bro. What color is your Bugatti?
Yeah, before you say anything negative, what color is your Bugatti? Because we know what color Andrew Tate's Bugatti is.
Alright, look.
Do we know what color it is?
I didn't watch any of his videos, so I don't have an opinion on him yet. The only thing I know is that he sounds stupid.
He says,
what?
No.
And he says outlandish.
He says really dumb things.
He says outlandish
He tries to get a reaction.
And which he did.
Even if there's a grain of truth, it's buried by a bunch of BS. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, Andrew Tate is canceled. They took away his Twitter, they took away his Facebook, Instagram, everything. You know, apparently he's still a multi-millionaire with
I mean, what's he still makes money.
He still makes bread?
He still makes bread.
I mean, that's what he says.
So that's what we're reacting to.
That's what we're reacting to.
There's legitimate videos of him speaking on things.
Legitimate videos of him speaking on things.
Aiden Ross.
Okay.
So you guys, let's go on this journey.
Okay.
It's a big thing. Alright, you're also known, you said it appears widely sexist stuff. Are you anti-woman?
I love women. In fact, interesting statistic, 100% of the people I've ever had sex with were women. So I love women. I have nothing against women at all. I'm not sexist in any regard. I'm not misogynist either.
Just because you've had sex with women doesn't mean
that
you're not a misogynist.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Like, I'm a realistic person. As a realist, in the modern world, they're going to call you sexist, misogynist, etc. But I'm none of those things. I am just.
Why do they call you that? Why do they call you that?
Because I say.
What do you think it is that you say that makes people think you're like sexist?
He looks like a TikToker.
Because I say the truth.
Which is?
Women can't fight. Men are stronger.
Okay, but women can fight. If we train correctly, we can fight. So that's like a broad, so men are stronger. Okay, I agree with that. Men are stronger.
I think what he's saying though is like, women can fight.
That's like 1%.
But there's, in general, if you take the population of women and then the people that could actually defend themselves against, men, against attackers, like, how many of them can actually fight? You know what I'm saying? And there was this interesting YouTube video where this guy said an average guy can beat a pro-woman fighter. And there was a video that they went to the octagon, they went to the ring, an average guy, yes, he's in shape, but not like strong. Average guy, didn't take any formal fighting training, and then a woman who was a professional jiu-jitsu. It was actually like a tie.
Okay.
It was kind of like a tie. She, I think, at the end got him in like a headlock, but it was like, because as a guy, you're just stronger. You know what I'm saying? But of course, there are women that will beat a guy's behind. Like, of course.
It's more true things. I think another thing I said,
which is?
Women can't fight. Men are stronger. It's more true things. I think another thing I said, and maybe I'll upset the ladies on the podcast, I hope not, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I said if I were to get on a plane, and that plane was to fly into the eye of a hurricane, there was a 50% chance of it crashing, I'd want a male pilot, because I think that males are better under stress and under pressure. I think they're less likely to get emotional in a life or death situation. That's why they make better soldiers. That doesn't mean that doesn't make me misogynist. That doesn't make me sexist. That's just true. Women are better things than men. I don't say women are better at X, but I will say that men are better at Y. I'm not going to sit and pretend that we're all the same. We're not. Under pressure, when your life is on the line, anyone who's honest would want a male pilot in said situation. You would not want a female pilot.
So I just.
All right, let me just ask your opinion. what is a woman? What is your opinion? Your life is on the line, and say there's a soldier or a pilot. You can just go with this pilot.
Let's go with the pilot.
And there is a fully trained pilot. Okay, let's just say a pilot that is 1 week removed from their schooling. There's a man 1 week removed and a woman 1 week removed, and there's a hurricane that just hit the Pacific, and you're in your airplane, and you had to choose. You want the man or the woman? It might not even matter, but you get to choose.
I don't think it would matter, but I would probably choose the man, only because of women tend to get a lot more emotional, and it's just a higher risk to take because there's plenty of women out there that would do better in that situation because she's like, okay, she's thinking there's kids on the plane, there's this many people on the plane, she's thinking sympathetically, she's thinking, okay, I need to save these people, she cares about the people's lives that are on this plane.
The guy might just care about his life, and that's why everybody lives.
Right, exactly. So it's just like, I want a sympathetic pilot, but at the same time, I want someone that could just focus under pressure, and I feel personally like I would get emotional as hell under that situation. Will I save these lives? Yes, I'm gonna do my job and get it done, but I'd lose my shit and start crying.
I don't know if there's a wrong answer. I think even to say it doesn't matter is right. I think to say I would prefer a woman. I mean,
there's
fine.
I personally understand.
Say a man, I can see.
Generally, if you don't get any background story about these people, like generally, I would probably just choose the guy pilot. That's just my first answer.
Okay.
With that, I think that's a person by person, but I agree with men are stronger than women. I don't think anyone can argue that.
If you're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave.
Not knowing anything about either of them, they're both pro pilots. No, we're not talking about dunking a basketball.
Well, I would choose a man because I know from my own personal experiences
that
when shit hits the fan and emotions are high and it's life or death,
he's telling some shitty females.
Remain calm, and calm is what's going to keep me alive. So I would choose the man. For the same reason, I would choose women to do other things.
I'm not gonna lie. Women on 911 calls, well, they're not in the crap, but they have this really calm, steady, like, okay, you have to you know what I mean? I think they can manage it, but
they can, but not knowing who the person is. I know there's a lot of women that can hold their shit together. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guess me not being one of those women for a really long time, because now I feel like I can hold my shit together better with everything that I've been through. But in my experience, I know in my past, I couldn't hold my shit together. Like, that's why. So I don't know.
Let me give you another example then, Dave. If gender roles aren't real, and you're now...
Another
example. I think gender roles are real. That particular example, though, I'm sure you can have great female pilots.
I never said you couldn't. I said I'd choose a man in that particular situation.
I don't think that's like, I don't know about Brie and O'Malley. Like, that doesn't make...
Yeah, Brie O'Malley, do you think that's like, do you call that like super sexist, or where you guys...
Well, I think it's like what Dave said too. I think it depends on the person. Like, there
could
be a way more emotional pilot that's a male, and then a female one that could be more emotionally stronger.
But regardless, he's saying training. Yeah, I think he's saying you don't know anything about the pilot. You just can pick blind.
Yeah,
it's a generalization because exceptions don't disprove the rule.
But I don't think that makes you like Satan for saying that.
No, but I think like you say a lot of stuff about women like that they're your property.
That's not what I said. I was talking about an OnlyFans company when the question was asked.
Property.
If a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man. That's his woman. So if she wants to do OnlyFans, she owes him some money because she's his. Yes, that's what I said.
Bitch, what?
Oh, hold on. Let's see where this is going.
That's crazy.
You think if a man, so you think that a man going out with a girl that's just your property? There can be an equal relationship?
That one was nuts. That one was nuts.
That was crazy.
No, that one you can. If I understood what you said, that if a guy and a girl is dating and a girl does OnlyFans, she owes him a cut.
No, 100%.
Girl.
100%.
She is his girl.
Look at his face. He looks like he's trolling. He kind of looks like he's trolling, but...
No, he looks so serious.
So that is you saying that women are your property.
It's not about being property. It's about the fact that she belongs to him, and the intimate parts of her body belong to him because they're in a relationship. And if she wants to sell those, he has a stake in those parts of her body.
So, does that go the other way around? If you want to go ahead and, do whatever it is, do I get a cut?
All right, so that's how. Whenever I'm thinking about what he's saying,
explain that.
As a man, all right, you set, and as a woman as well, but like as a man, you set standards in your relationship and what is okay and what's not. Like, yeah, you date a woman, her intimate parts are yours. A man can say,
I agree.
A man can say, if you do this, if you do OnlyFans, I need a cut or whatever. He could literally do it with you, but even if you do OnlyFans with somebody else, whatever, I need a cut. Or he could say, if you do OnlyFans, I'm out. Because those are my intimate parts. Like, those are for me. That's what you signed up for, but as a man, you have to be clear about that. You have to be clear to be like,
I don't know how I feel about that. I get what you're saying. So, like, if I were to do OnlyFans and you weren't comfortable with that, that was your compromise?
Yeah, so essentially you couldn't, like, if you went to do OnlyFans without talking to me about it, okay, why?
Because we're in a relationship and I understand that
relationship, when he says mine, like I said, I just really
I feel like he's doing it as a, like, the way you explain it is differently.
He's digging, he's like digging and throwing salt for a reaction, but it's like when you're in a relationship, like you are mine. In the same way, like, I'm yours, but now in a situation when it comes to a woman's sexuality, that is more sacred than a man's anyway. And
he doesn't do that. He doesn't say he is hers and she is his. Like, that's not what he says. He's like, that's my property. Yeah, that's my da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he says shit pisses me off.
He's saying that
it pisses me off.
She's his property, as in he is responsible for her. You know what I mean?
I get it. But like,
it's not like actual property, like some car keys.
And I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, as a man, he has a standard, and the standard is, it's not, if I'm with you, yes, those intimate parts are mine. So if you're gonna do this, then I want to cut, and I might just say no, you can't do it because I'm not comfortable with you sharing my parts of you with somebody else.
It's just he says it for a reaction, like you said. It makes
he makes
sense.
it for a reaction. Continue just a little bit.
But it makes sense.
Male porn star owes the woman.
I don't know, because I think the women belong to the man. I think the woman.
You see?
No, it's not. Well, you can call me sexist if you want, but if you look at marriage, it's the bride's father who gives her away. It's not the groom's father.
I gotta guess that
so it's slavery.
Yeah, no, but I gotta guess as somebody who's multicultural and everything, that certainly is a tradition that does not apply everywhere.
The woman is always given over to the man. Read the Bible, read the Quran, you can go to the
walking down the aisle, no chance. There's like African cultures where they don't do that.
I'm sure there are some obscure tribes somewhere. I mean, I can't say I'm not a professional.
Now
You get it. You seem like a very smart guy. You seem like a smart guy. You're saying a woman is the property of a man if they're dating.
I'm not saying they're a property. I'm saying they're given to the man and they belong to the man. It doesn't mean they're a pure property without emotion.
This guy and his cigar, bro.
He's just saying it like
he's such a
simplify it.
Yeah, property. Yeah, just my small bitch. like
that's my bitch.
That's my bitch. Like, no.
Yeah, he says it in a
So I think for
they call him sexist and rightfully so. Like, I feel like he does feel like he is. Does he make valid points? Yes, he does make valid points. I agree with some of the things that he said so far, but he's an ass.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would never wish that type of relationship or him to be in a relationship with anyone. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
It's just interesting because I don't agree with what he's saying, but that's because
points in there.
That's because of like the fact that
how he's saying it.
No, it's not how he's saying it. It's like if you disagree with what he's saying, there's also foundations you can't stand on. Like if you're standing on, Judeo-Christian beliefs and you're saying he is sexist and he's misogynist, you can't believe both of those things because that's what he's saying. What he's saying is true in the Bible, and so in Christianity and the woman was made from the man's rib. Like, it is literal. You get what I'm saying? Like, from the inception of this religion, if you believe in Christianity, you know what I'm saying?
He's correct.
He's correct. If you believe in any of that, any of the major religions, you can't call him sexist for that statement because it is the man that gives away his daughter. The daughters forever in the Bible were used like as pawns by men. So like,
which is crazy.
So, and it's not to say that it's right, because like I said, I don't agree with it. But like, you can't believe in one and then say he's this because he's making a point. You know what I mean? Like, he is making an absolute point.
Women sign up?
Absolutely. Of course they can. I don't know where getting this impression I hate women. I mean, we can purport that. We can attempt to label me with that all we want. I'm happy to discuss that. I absolutely not really love women. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman pay for a bill. I would never let a woman. If someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself and risk my life.
He has like 16 girlfriends.
You're lying. He said,
so
if anyone
funny.
were to touch any of my women, I'm like, huh?
I mean, that's how it is back then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, men had multiple wives.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I don't have anything against people having multiple wives. Like, it was just crazy a statement. Sorry, it just caught me off guard. It caught me off guard.
I just don't think that they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery. I think that's strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery.
Me too.
Women do certain things and men do certain things.
It's not sad. It's true. It's just what it is. Equality. That's the thing. Is like
it's so.
There's differences between men and women, and I think the differences between men and women should be celebrated and not made to be like, well, let's make sure there are zero differences. There are, and they're beautiful. The differences themselves are great. Like, women are, in general, more nurturing and caring. That's why you are incredible mothers, right? So, like, if you take a kid to a daycare and it's all men, and, you know, men don't necessarily have that, but there are some twisted men out there that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I would rather have it because you are way, way more motherly and nurturing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, should we force like there to be as many all guy daycares as all women daycares? Or no? Should we force women to be construction workers as many as there are men, women? Like no.
I'm all for, you know, equality and everything, but you're so right. Like, they should be celebrated because we are good at a lot of things that men aren't good at, and vice versa. So I understand that point. Like, but if a woman wants to be a freaking construction worker, whatever.
You heard him say, like, women are. He said he thinks women are the most precious things on this earth. It just what stuck out to you was, if anyone touched.
I made a facial expression like, okay.
Yeah, but you said the words. What stuck out to me? You said it. What stuck out to me was, but he just said.
It was shocking. Go ahead.
Okay.
The whole idea of the roles has been conflated to the fact where if I come along and say women are better with children, men are better at fighting, I'm somehow fucking sexist when it's clearly true. There's nothing wrong with stating the facts. It's the truth.
You're mixing them up because I agree with some of what you're saying.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
the OnlyFans you need 100%.
Correct.
Thing. Like, that's
I don't think anybody here is arguing that, like, in a fist fight, a man's gonna win.
Okay.
What about intelligence? Do you think women are as smart as men?
Well, it's been proven that the smartest people in the world are men.
See, that's
That's been proven.
Some issues.
That's been proven.
How? What? Where?
So there's the bell curve, right? So the men are more likely to be on the extremes. So the most stupid people on the planet are men, and the most intelligent people on the planet are men. Women are more likely inside of the middle of the deviation. So this has all been proven, right? Men are more likely. Right? Read the study. It's more likely men are on that.
What study?
I mean, I don't. Google it. Yeah, no. Google it.
All right, we're gonna pause this video. We're gonna Google it. Wait, does he Google it? Oh,
What am I writing in for a Google?
Are men smarter than women?
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like that's kind of
I can also get your
accurate.
personal experience.
Yeah, like in general.
It does sound accurate, like because I know
Generalizing.
guys are definitely the dumbest of dumb guys are for sure
The dumbest. Like,
way,
the dumbest.
way more stupid than the dumbest woman. Like for sure.
Yeah.
I know. There's Patrick's. You know, Patrick Star.
The study says there's no difference.
Well, I'll find this.
Google says there's no
I
difference.
read a study saying the most stupid people in the world are men, and the most intelligent people in the world are men because we fall to the outward deviations of the bell curve, whereas women are more likely to be in the median. So I'm not. This is not sexist because I'm saying the most stupid.
But I think it's
All right, gonna look at more into Tate. We don't know. We'll just say What do you think so far? Like, I don't know how you feel.
I don't want to make a judgment
Just yet.
just yet.
Okay. So a few more videos.
Few more videos.
All right.
I don't believe in depression. Don't let me on depression because I don't believe in it. If you're asleep in your bed in the middle of the night and you hear a noise and you believe in ghosts, now you're afraid. But you don't believe in ghosts, now it's the wind and you go back to sleep. You give the ghosts power by believing in them. Your house is only haunted if you believe in ghosts. Belief is a powerful thing. Understand in front of you. And I would tell you.
It's so annoying.
Punch you as hard as I can in your sternum.
It is annoying.
And I can fracture it and send a splinter into your heart. Would you allow me to try? You wouldn't because you know I believe I can. I believe I can hurt any man on the planet. And that's why people are afraid of me. And you believe depression is a crippling disease. And that's why you're afraid of it.
Yeah, that was so cringy. The whole
It
thing.
was
Oh
cringy.
my
The first half
Why?
makes sense. The first half makes sense.
100%.
Because-
I think that belief is a powerful thing.
Yeah.
If you believe in something, then it makes it real. Yes,
Yeah,
100%. You ain't going around punching people in the sternum. Like,
and then-
what the hell is wrong with
Yeah.
you? Okay?
I mean, he was a kickboxer. So
That's
it's probably
fine, but it's
concerned.
just like,
But the point is, his point is saying like, you wouldn't let me do it because you believe I can't. No, I wouldn't let you do
no, he
it
believes he
I want
can.
to get
because I don't want to get punched in the stomach or the sternum. Like what? Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
The
And he
first
has to
point
say
was good,
something. He
but
has to
that's
say
So
something
annoying.
to make it annoying.
And why
Yeah,
do
like-
this whole thing shirtless?
Nah, that's how
He's
it
in a
is.
jacuzzi.
So
He's in a
goofy,
cool.
bro.
He always has a cigar, and
You
you know.
don't need a vape.
You don't need a vape.
Have you ever seen anyone with a vape? Have you ever sat in a room? So we go, wait, no,
It is
let me
annoying.
just
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like vapes.
load it up. And then some motherfucker's like, oh, it's bad for me. Duh. The fuck? How are people surprised by this shit? And now they're all over Twitter and on the news. Maybe we should do something about it. No, don't do anything. If you're so stupid, it didn't cross your mind at some point that permanently sucking on this vape was going to damage you in some way, you deserve what happens to your dumb ass.
I thought he was going to be like, you deserve to die.
Vape anyway. Mine has a 16-year-old son. He's like, I'm going to vape. Fuck out of here.
Just know, if you come home with a vape, that's what's happening.
Bro, I'm not.
Isaiah would never come home with a vape. How do you, what?
I'm just saying.
I don't like it.
I didn't even decide. I realized yesterday that I can actually, genuinely, right now, nothing is stopping me from becoming better.
I can't stand it. Turn it off.
You can't.
Fucking turn it off. What do you mean?
Batman?
Yeah.
Why do you say stupid shit?
No, he can do.
Yeah,
he could be Bruce Wayne. He can't be Batman.
Yeah, he can't be bad.
Come on, let me, please.
Batmobile, a Bugatti. Yeah. I can fight. Yeah. Rich as fuck. Can afford body armor and all the crap that. All the crap to buy it all. Charismatic. There is nothing stopping me putting on a suit and being Batman.
God, he's stupid.
Dumb, bro.
What? Like, he says great shit, and then he says things like this, which...
Actually genuinely understand how lonely the majority of men are. And you need to truly understand, if you're Joe Schmo, average in nearly every way, in Starbucks, working, you ain't getting a DM ever. You girls will never be lonely. As much as you might be unhappy with the possible suitors, you can at least fuck about and flirt if you feel sad. There are men out here in the world who have genuine loneliness. But I can prove this statistically. Why do you think it's all the men killing themselves compared to women?
I agree. Damn. See, it's like you say Batman shit, and then you say shit like that is like 100% true. That's one of the things that we were talking about the other day, is that, like, how easy it is for women to get love in comparison to men.
Yeah.
And it is tough out here for men. Like, men have to do
The random
so
average guy.
much
Yeah, like
to get a woman's attention, and we basically...
Because here's the thing, honestly, and everybody watching knows this. You can be literally a 5. From 1 to 10, you could be a 5. Get your makeup done, looking like a nice 7.5, and you can go and pull a ton of men. Like, if you look like a 7.5 as a woman, every average guy is in your bag. above average guys are in your bag.
Yeah.
Now maybe you're not getting the, whoever, George Clooney's of the world, the
Big
Jason
Papas.
Momoa's, the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You said the Zeta Kids. You're not getting the Zeta Kids of the world,
I was
maybe.
like Jason Momoa.
But if you're a 5 as a guy, you can't do nothing. You better have a lot of money, and even still, like there's rich guys going around lonely and broke and not knowing what to do. You can be if you're a 5 as a guy, you better be rich. You gotta be smart. You gotta be charismatic. You better be funny and
know how to dress,
smell incredible. Like you gotta do all of these things. There ain't really no makeup for you, bro. And even still, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just it is what it is. But I don't know. He said some crazy things. He said some
real stuff.
Some real things.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he was deserving of being blocked? On everything. They took him off of everything.
No, because I feel like a lot of the things that he's putting out actually has an underlying message, and it makes people argue. Like it makes people debate. It makes people have those conversations that are uncomfortable. Is he friendly about it? Is he sweet about it? Is he like, bubblegums and fucking butterflies? No. He's annoying and he's a but like look at the freaking people on TikTok, on social media, like all of these freaking idiots on social media that are getting famous off of just being stupid. At least he's stupid and a little enlightening.
There's a war on masculinity in this culture, and it's dangerous, because it's necessary. It is. There's nothing wrong with that. It shouldn't be demonized.
Men have
it should be in check. Everything should be in check.
Years.
And I just feel like, like everyone my age, every boy or dude, teen my age can likes him, could look up to him, you know what I mean? Like
that's dangerous. That's really dangerous because it's not that some of the things he says is super terrible. I mean, some of it is bad, right? It's not everything is terrible, but the problem is like you got to be able to sift through a lot of the crap that he says and not take it at face value and kind of understand the point. And a lot of kids your age aren't going to be able to do that.
Yeah,
so it's dangerous
like,
because
he says women are property. That's what he says.
Like, and
women are property.
They'll take that little 10-second TikTok clip of him saying this crazy thing and being like, "Oh,
this guy's successful. This guy knows what he's talking about.
This is what I got to do. This is how I got to treat women. They don't even promote the clips where he's like, women are like the most precious thing on earth and blah blah blah.
No, it's swept underneath all the bullshit.
And then, like even the videos where he's saying a lot of crazy things, like you could tell they're videos from like a couple years back. Maybe that's where he was trying to build his name up, knowing he needs to troll, knowing he needs to, kind of put on,
keep up with this social
say
media
that,
bull.
yeah. And then once he got on, it's like, all right, now I've got to just mellow out a bit, but now it's almost too late. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no.
He's gone. I don't know if he's ever coming back.
I hope.
I
hope
he's
that
on YouTube.
That. Really?
He's on YouTube now?
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
He's always on YouTube.
I think they took it down. No, didn't they take it
They
down?
took
I think he
social
took it on
zones.
his YouTube, but he has like a podcast
Huh.
that he still talks. He was like, oh, the U.S. shot their.
I really love to talk to him in person.
Yeah, let's get him on the channel.
Yo, Andrew, tag Andrew Tate,
Bro,
and we want to collab, bro,
Imagine we
because
got him on the channel.
because I really want to talk to him in person. I have questions that are not answered by the internet, and I need to talk to him, bro. Because I have mixed feelings about you, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.